In case you haven't heard about what's going on with people being murdered because of their associations with the Gulf oil spill, I thought I'd read this to you real fast. It says assassination attempts will no longer be tolerated. This is from Tom Termato, National Coordinator, Gulf Oil Spill Remediation Conference, Tallahassee, Florida. It says BK Lim has submitted the following description of both attempts and threats on his life and his family. And then it begins, and he says he's talking about his internet connection has been compromised. And he says he can't reveal details, but he says he's a fugitive. Now, this is a scientist that was very involved, I guess, in investigating the Gulf oil spill and coming forth with his findings. Well, he's been under surveillance, under attack, and several attempts have been made on his life. And he says, I'm currently a fugitive, constantly moving from country to country, since I cannot return to my known residence and be with my family. He said they've tried shooting, armed assault, staged burglaries, car chases, tailgating, stalking, and 24/7 surveillance of our residences. He said he has no choice but to travel alone. He said it's a miracle or divine intervention that I have escaped death on so many occasions. The most serious was an attack in front of our house by 4 personnel who were armed with 2-foot-long machetes. Miraculously, I recovered from 4 to 6-inch cuts on the crown of my head, cuts from neck down to shoulder and upper arm, abdominal thrust to the vital organs. Have since recovered only by the grace of God. And then he tells of another incident where a pickup truck, when he was outside with security guards, a maid and his wife, to fix the CCTV. By the roadside, they were approached by several men in a truck who were trying to survey them, and he said it was recorded on camera. He said he has 16 cameras installed. Recent email breaches and death threats suggest that attempts on my life and my family will continue. Details of the responsible parties are programmed to be released, even if our deaths do appear to be accidental or suicidal. Hopefully, by these public revelations, the contracted entities from the oil industry responsible for the threats will stand down. BK Lim, 20th of January, 2011. People, this is hideous. People that come forward and scientists that try to do the right thing are being threatened, followed, harassed. Attempts are being made on their lives. This just goes to show you what the criminal cabal that runs our country is like. This is how they deal with people coming forward with the truth. And it really should not even be tolerated. There's no excuse for it. See, BK Lim did not want to compromise his work. Living and working primarily in the Asian Rim, he has viewed many of the ROV feed videos, countless photos, snapshots, diagrams, charts, pictures, as well as listened to the numerous audio files. So he has surveyed the whole thing, from many different perspectives. And especially the transformation of the seafloor topography surrounding the wellhead. In doing so, he has liberally published these assessments and opinions of the state of the seafloor, which does not bode well for those responsible for an utterly man-made and avoidable global catastrophe in the Gulf of Mexico. It's really all about money, and these horrible oil industry people have no regard for human life whatsoever. None. I thought you might want to hear about this.